What's up, people? In this video we're going to do this one by Obese To Beast. I need to get this off my chest. Is this a play on
What's up, you
words?
guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video.
Is this a play on words for his like loose skin? Like he's getting rid of his loose skin or something? Is that what he's talking about? I don't know. Am I muted? No, okay. I've done a few videos of him. Seems like a very nice person. Very like there's some people in any industry, but the fitness industry in particular, who seem to actually like want to help people, like actually want to help people, not just do it for money or whatever, but like really like kind of get into it because they just feel like a calling almost. I feel like this guy kind of feels like that. I definitely don't feel like that. But this guy, I don't know, he's just got me fooled with his like nice face or something. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I don't know what this video is, but yeah, I don't know. Let's watch it.
So today, as you guys can tell by the title, there's something that I do want to talk about. Obviously, that's why I'm sitting here filming a video. But it's something that has just kind of been on my mind. So this is less going to be me, explaining something very in depth. It's more something that's kind of in my mind that I want to put into a video form because honestly, it kind of helps me work through some things. So let's get into the topic. So I want to talk about what I think, especially looking back, was the worst habit that I ended up developing when I was trying to lose weight. And the reason I think it's the worst habit was because it really was coming from a place of trying to be good and be right and do what I thought was the right thing from everything I had learned from whatever you want to call it, the diet industry, the weight loss industry, up until I had started losing weight. And that kind of habit that I started developing was the thought of, if I can do something for one day, I should be able to continue doing that thing for as many days as I want. So I understand that that's kind of a vague concept. So the way that this kind of materialized for me was with dieting, right? So when I was losing a lot of my weight, I ended up really cutting calories really, really low. And I would tell myself, well, if you can eat this low of calories, and honestly, let's just kind of go through a day of eating that I had when I was really struggling. And this is when I kind of started struggling with binge eating. A normal day of eating for me would be in the morning, I would have a packet of oatmeal, just dry, not dry, but like nothing in it. It was just a regular plain packet of oatmeal, 100 calories. That would be my breakfast. And then this is when I was working two jobs. So I was working at Vons, which is a grocery store, and I was working at the Van Shoe store. So I would go to work at Vons, and I would have lunch eventually. And for lunch, I would have a little pre-made.
I don't know. I just thought that was fun. He's working at Vons and Vans. It's like what's gonna work at next? Like Vins or something? I don't know. Whatever. Nothing against him. Blah blah blah. He's very nice. Lost a lot of weight, which is good. He's done it. You know what I mean? Like he's done it. So he gets points for that. He gets credibility for that also. And I guess you have to make a lot of videos about something if you make videos. But like, what confuses me, I guess, about the fitness industry, which I think is a joke, is that there's one solution, only one. I don't care. You're fucking 1,000,000 pounds, you weigh 500 pounds, you're fucking a skeleton, you're like a normal dude, just like trying to get fit. Like there's one solution for everybody. There's only one set of behaviors that you need to do. Okay, it's not dieting. It's not like, why am I even saying this? It's like, he's talking about dieting. I can see where this is going. It's like, I started dieting, I started losing weight, and then I dieted even more, and like dieted too long, and I had no energy, but I was like so obsessed with dieting. I want to lose weight really bad, blah, blah, blah. So he like took it too far. I'm pretty sure that's where he's going with this. But like, and I get questions all the time from people who are, all the time, not really all the time, occasionally, who are like, oh yeah, like, can I, it's like random ass questions. People don't even like, I don't know. I was going to say that like, people who are overweight are just less intelligent or something, or people who get into fasting are just dumb. I don't know what it is. Like, nothing against like the fasting, like YouTube video makers. Those people are intelligent. But like, I get so many questions from these people who are like, hey, great video. The video has nothing to do with fasting. There's some video on fucking God knows what that I did, right? Like, hey, great video. I really like your channel. I just, I'm like 72 hours into my fast, and I had baking soda with water. I mixed a little bit of salt, and I walked around the block 3 times. Then they'll ask me some like random ass question. I'll be like, I don't even know, like, is it okay if I do a refeed on like 372 calories of like chicken, and then I do another fast for 46 hours? Is that okay? It's like, I don't mind, like, to answer the question, but like, I don't know. It just seems kind of strange that like they just ask that question out of the blue. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Maybe like I probably do the same thing for other people who are good at things that I'm interested in. But anyway, here's the point, everyone. There's one thing you need to do. Okay, like, you eat healthy food. Like, you eat you eat really as much healthy food as you want, okay, until you're full. That's it. All right. You don't need to count numbers. You don't need to like count calories. You don't need to do any of that shit. Okay. It's very simple. Eat once a day. Eat as much healthy food as you want, as much as you want. If it's healthy, go ahead, fucking go nuts. And like a packet, if your oatmeal comes in a packet, I'm sorry, it's not healthy. Like nothing against him, like whatever. Like I said, he's got his fucking stripes anyway, so it's fine. But like if you're eating oatmeal, if you're eating anything that comes in a fucking packet, it's not healthy. Sorry. But anyway, eat once a day. Eat as much healthy food as you want, and exercise until you are exhausted. Okay, with resistance training, right? Not like 9 hours of cardio, skeleton people. That's it. That's all you have to do. I don't care how much you weigh. I don't care what your body looks like. That's the solution. That's the formula, right? It doesn't need to be more complicated than that. Anyway, whatever. Not against him. It's just what he said. Kind of like people make it so complicated for no reason. You know, everything really that you want to be good at can be reduced to one sentence. Like, just like write this fucking, like tattoo this on your arm and do that, and you will get to where you want to be sooner rather than later if you put in the time.
Made salad thing that they sold there, which was like about 300 calories, and I would have an apple. And then that would be lunch, and then I wouldn't eat anything until dinner. And dinner would be either maybe another like salad that I would make at home, or this is when I was actually living at home with my mother, so she would maybe make dinner, and I would have a little bit of whatever she made. You know, maybe throughout the day I would have like another apple or some sort of fruit, and like that's what I would eat for the whole day. That's all I was eating. And now I kind of tracked that, and I mean that was anywhere from 700 to maybe 1,000 calories. And again, this wasn't me trying to be overly restrictive. This was me thinking that this is what I need to do to lose weight. And I would do this. I would be able to eat that amount of food for, you know, maybe 3 to 4 days, and like clockwork, I would end up binging. Now at the time I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what binging was. So for me, I just felt like I wasn't being disciplined. I felt like I wasn't working hard enough, because I truly had that mindset of, if I can do it for one day, why can't I continue doing this? And it was just, I wasn't eating enough calories. So my body eventually after a few days was like, dude, we need to eat more food. And that's when the binge would start. I think everyone kind of classifies binging a different way. For me, the reason that I truly do think I was binging is I really would lose control, and it would get to a point where I really felt like out of control. It felt like I was no longer in my body, and I would see my body go into the kitchen and eat all of these different kinds of foods, eat all this stuff that I normally would never eat. And like I would eat stuff that I don't even really like. That would be like kind of boring. Like I remember one of my worst binges, I went into the kitchen and I grabbed a new box of just regular Chex cereal. No sweetener, nothing, right? Just regular Chex. And I ate the whole box completely dry. I just kept eating it. I just went into my room, put my hand in the box, and ate it until it was completely gone. And now that's not something that doesn't sound appetizing to me, maybe a little bit, but not a whole box of Chex. And so that's when I really was like starting to notice there was definitely something going on. There was definitely an issue that I was having that I didn't understand. So being able to get through that, I really think that that's why I am such a proponent of trying to find a sustainable way
People make it so complicated, you know. It's like I said before, do any of you out of shape people, sick people, mentally ill people, or people maybe who are just normal, have the best intentions, and just haven't, it never occurred to you that like let's pretend, and again, nothing against him, like he's relating his experience, he's clearly in much better shape now. I've seen his other videos, he's like, seems like he's on the ball, and I know this is a story that like he's talking about, here's a time where I didn't know as much as I know now, and I wasn't doing things properly, and I want to like tell this story so that you, if you can identify with this, so that you don't make the same mistake I made. Fine, I get it, but like, let's pretend that there was something that you could eat. Okay, it is, let's just say it's the most satiating food source, right? You eat it and you're full for the entire day. It gives your body all the nutrients that it needs. It will make you feel amazing. It will make you, your workouts will be more efficient because you'll be able to work out harder without it really feeling like you're working out hard. You'll have more energy. You'll be in a better mood, like all these magical benefits. And it's all just really in this one food source that you can eat. Would you eat that food source? Would you not? Are any of you out there, would anybody not make the conscious decision to eat that food source? Like, you would, correct me if I'm wrong, but you would all choose that instead of a box of Chex, right? I'm pretending you said yes, right? Just go with the flow. So it seems to me that really what this comes down to is just the lack of a conscious decision to choose the correct food sources. That's really what this is. Like, let's reduce it. Like, let's get away from all the fucking, I have an eating disorder, I'm binge eating, I have this like mental disease, I have this like physical ailment, like I need welfare, I need fucking therapy sessions. No, you don't, motherfucker. Like, how about this? You go to the store, and again, nothing against him, blah, 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 but like, all of you people out there who you like get so caught up in your identity of being like, I'm a victim, Motherfucker, you're not a victim. Like, you bought the wrong food at the grocery store. You know what I mean? Like, go to the store. Go to the, like, don't go down the aisles, right? Go stick to like the outside of the store, right? That's another general rule. Like at the grocery store, like, don't buy the food that's in the aisles. Buy the food that's like around the outside of the store. Okay, the food that's in the aisles is not healthy. Food that's around the outside, like produce, meat, fish, I guess dairy, you could say. That's the stuff that you should be eating, right? But go to the fucking meat section, okay? Buy the meat, take it home, and fucking eat it. That's it. Just cured your fucking mental disease right there. Okay, that's the point of what I'm trying to say. It's like, fuck, I'm not muted, am I? I'm on a roll. Yeah. All right. Anyway, go eat meat. It'll solve all your fucking problems. Like eating a box of Chex. Like, to be fair, he was less experienced back then. Didn't know what he didn't know. And if you're hungry, I guess you don't equate in your head that like eating a box of like fake food that's made in a factory from like a dozen ingredients ground up together and like put in a box of colorful packaging designed to like have a large profit margin. You're not going to think that that's like, I guess you would think that that's the same as like eating natural food that like is evolved over time to sustain humanity. I don't know.
To lose weight, because there are so many diets out there that are very restrictive that you can do for, it might be longer than 3 or 4 days, but you end up hitting a point where you're like, I can't do this anymore. This is not something that I enjoy. This is not something that I can see myself doing forever. And you end up falling off and then you end up getting the weight back. And I hate that. Like, I hate seeing people so excited, because like, I understand how exciting it is when you lose weight, especially if you've been trying your whole life and you finally lose 60 pounds or whatever it might be, and you're so excited, but in the back of your head, this is not something I can do forever. That's such a horrible feeling. It's like this scratching in the back of your head, like, hey, good job on the weight loss, but I'm coming back, and that's not what I want people to feel like. And I think that there's a lot of people that are dieting that think that that's just how you have to feel when you diet. It's always a fight to keep your weight off. And I truly don't think anymore it's a fight for me. I enjoy my life. I enjoy how I eat. I eat good. I eat enough. I work out. I enjoy fitness. And I want people to get there. That's what I want. And it is so easy to take things away from your diet, to restrict yourself so much to where you lose all this weight. And it's this weird dichotomy, because when you lose weight, a lot of people are super excited for you, but they don't know that maybe you're doing something that is completely unhealthy. And you end up being congratulated on this unhealthy behavior that you're having. And being in this space for as long as I have now, I have started to notice, and I can see when someone is doing, and it's without them even.
Okay, so to the point that I made earlier, right? What did I said? There's one solution for everybody, right? This is not a solution. This is not a band-aid. This is not a temporary thing that you do. This is what you should do every day for the rest of your life, right? Which implies that it's sustainable. Okay, what he said makes sense, because there are a lot of people out there who lose a lot of weight because they eat a 100-calorie pack of oatmeal and like a pre-made salad and whatever, and a glass of orange juice, and they'll lose a lot of weight because they're malnourished, and then they'll gain the weight back because they're fucking malnourished, and then they go eat a box of Chex, right? Because they don't make the right food choices. It's a shitty plan, you know what I mean? Like, you can build a house, you know what I mean? You can go with no experience in construction without asking anybody, and you can take a bunch of fucking wood and cement, and like, you can build yourself a house, I guess, not having any idea what you're doing. And yeah, you can make like 4 walls and a roof, but that shit will fall down. The rain will get in like through the cracks. Or you can like follow the instructions and build a house the right way, and it'll stay, and it'll be a perfect house. It's kind of the same thing. Okay, so like, what you should do to solve this problem, like, I don't care, you weigh fucking 500 pounds, eat as much healthy food as you want. You don't need to restrict your calories, really. I don't think you do. I mean, I guess you could, you could fast, if you're into the whole like fasting thing, you're one of those people, which is fine. Nothing against fasting. I think it's great. But you don't have to. That's the thing. You don't have to fucking fast. Why don't you just eat like normal food, like healthy food? Eat as much as you want and fucking do some push-ups. You know what I mean? That's like that's how you should do it, right? Which is why, like, and then once you get a little bit more experience, then if you want to cut aggressively for something specific, and take new Tinder pictures or something like that, right? Fine, go ahead, do your thing. But to like to crash diet, I don't know. It seems like, I don't know, whatever. It's retarded.
and saying anything to me, but I don't know what it is. It's just this aura that people give off. And I know that sounds very like mystical, but I don't know how to explain it. It's this aura that people give off. I can see when someone is losing weight in a not healthy way, in a not sustainable way, and I can tell when they're like, I am just hanging on by a thread and I don't see this lasting for a long time. I can see that, and that is horrible, and that's not what I want for people ever. So as I'm explaining this, this is why I do have so much empathy for the people at Health at Every Size, because a lot of what I'm saying is what they say as well. Now, where we do disagree is they think that that's it. There is no way. There is no way to lose weight in a healthy way. There is no way to lose weight and keep it off and be happy with your life. The only way that that's happening is that you hate yourself. That's where I disagree, because I'm that person that has lost weight. I've kept it off for over 6 years, and I love my life. I love eating. I go out to eat. I go out to eat with friends. I don't feel like I'm always restricting myself, and I really don't think I'm special. I really don't think that there's anything about me that makes it so it's possible for me that makes it impossible for other people. And so that's why, there are things that I agree with him with Health at Every Size, but there are things that I disagree and the stuff that I disagree with is at such a point where I cannot ever align myself with them, because some of the tactics that they've used have been so over the top that I could never attach myself to that movement. But at the same time, I'm not sitting here trying to be someone that all I'm about is being a detractor of that, because I do see value in a lot of the stuff that they are doing. I do see value in a lot of stuff that I'm doing. I do see value in a lot of stuff that detractors are doing. I just think that there's this pendulum that it's either Health at Every Size or you have to be super fit. And I'm like the guy that's in the middle, like being like, hey man, like you can lose weight, but you don't have to turn into a fitness model. You can just lose weight for your health.
So I wonder like where this notion comes from that like restricting is bad. Like, why is it bad to restrict the foods that you eat? I restrict the foods. I don't eat a lot of different types of foods, right? There's like, for example, if I go to a grocery store or something, let's say there's 10,000 different food items, right? I don't feel like I can eat 9,950 of those foods, really, any grocery store that I go to, you know what I mean? Like on a regular basis, here and there, fine. I've like eaten, I've like stuffed myself on the healthy food. I'll allow myself, like yesterday I bought a fucking big chocolate bar, I ate the whole thing, you know what I mean? But I also did like an hour and a half workout on the beach, and then I ran fucking 7 miles. So like, yeah, I'm a motherfucker, I'm gonna eat a fucking chocolate bar if I want to. I earned that chocolate bar. So I don't feel guilty, you know what I mean? I don't feel restricted. I could have eaten fucking 5 chocolate bars if I wanted to, and I'd look exactly the same in the morning. Because I know today I'm gonna work out again on the beach. I don't know if I'll go for a run, maybe I'll do some sprints or something. But like the point is that I have, like the problem with Healthy at Every Size, but they're just delusional, like straight up delusional people, or really anyone who is having trouble losing weight, is that they have one foot in and one foot out. That's really what it is. Like in my experience, what I've noticed is like, it's like women, for example, because most of them are women, really. Like most, it doesn't seem like most guys are trying to lose weight who are overweight. It doesn't even seem like they're trying. But women will do this like yo-yo dieting thing with like, I'm gonna go on a diet, I need to lose 10 pounds, I gotta fit in my dress, blah blah blah, and they'll starve themselves, and then they'll restrict what they eat, and they'll lose a couple pounds, and then they'll spring back because they're malnourished, and they're just like completely out of control because they don't have, like, think of it like a scale, right? Like a scale to like weigh things, like one of the old school like balance scale things, right? You have bad habits and bad food over here, and you have good habits and good food over here, okay? The more shit you stack up on the good side, the more things you can stack up on the bad side and have it still be balanced, right? So over here, let's say, I'll use myself as an example, right? Because I'm a shining fucking, example of like personal health, of course. What did I do yesterday? Yesterday I had one meal, okay? I waited till night to eat my meal. I like to eat my meal at night. That's just me. Maybe you want to do it in the morning, fine. I ate one meal yesterday. I had, I made about a cup of oatmeal with 6 eggs, cooked it up, and then I cooked another 6 eggs. I didn't eat all of them. I had maybe about half of it, right? I ate all the oatmeal, had about half of the remaining eggs, couldn't fucking put another bite of eggs into my mouth. At that point, I was like egged out. I had a container of cottage cheese. I had like a bag of peanuts, right? I bought some peanuts at the store. I had like maybe, I split them with my roommate, so I had like half a bag of peanuts. And I had a like plastic, like they have this snack here, it's called Bamba, which is like, it's like cheese puffs, right? But instead of cheese flavored, it's peanut flavored, like peanut butter. And then I had that, and I had the chocolate bar, maybe like half, because I split it with my roommates also. Well, maybe 3/4. Well, maybe most of it. I gave like 1 square to somebody. Anyway, whatever, it doesn't matter. That's what I had. That was my meal, right? But the point, the reason I bring this up is because like most of what I ate was healthy. It was natural, right? Like oatmeal is natural, eggs are natural, cottage cheese is natural, right? I mean, I guess the cheese making process, say it's, make the argument is process, but like, it's pretty fucking, like, it's as close as you get to natural. It's like a high protein cheese, like, whatever. I feel fine about that. Peanuts, natural. The Bamba, like, okay, fine, not natural, but like, how big of a percentage of my daily caloric intake was that bag of Bamba, you know what I mean? Or the chocolate, right? Like, not a lot. It was dark chocolate too, so like, I don't really feel bad about that. So the point is that over here I stacked up all this good food, right, on the balance thing. Here I have like lots of like healthy food that I'm like stacking up. It's like making the good side of the equation like much heavier. It's got much more weight. And then over here, okay, I had a little bit of Bamba, I had a little bit of chocolate, fine. But like over here, we're still like there's way more in the healthy side. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I told you about my workout that I did, right? I wasn't just fucking lying around all day, you know? I like ran, I went to the beach, I did like my basic calisthenics workout, and then afterwards I like still wanted to do more, so I did, I think it's like 7 miles, like 12K. I think that's 7 miles, I'm not sure, somewhere around there. Maybe it was even a little bit more. It's a fucking long ass run. Like I'm like worn out by the time I get back from that. So that all amazing conditioning, like burn calories or fat or whatever it is, right? So like even more stacked up over here, and then like, you know, do you understand? It's like so anyway, the point is that the problem with like most of these fat women, let's just say, is that they don't have anything over here, right? They don't fucking exercise. Like, what do? They do like nothing. They don't do shit. Sorry, like none of these fucking women who are trying to lose weight by starving themselves exercise, straight up. Like none of them do, because if they did exercise, I'm not talking about like getting her like 1 pound weights and like walking around the mall. Sorry, ladies, that's not exercise. It's a joke. Well, it's better than nothing. Fine, but like, show me one like extremely attractive person that got that way from like putting on ankle weights and like walking, you know, power walking through the mall. It doesn't happen. They don't have anything like over here on this side to counterbalance all of the shit they do on the other side. So for them, if you don't have any weight over here, everything that you do on the bad side is going to seem like it has much more significance, right? So if you eat an entire bag of some snack, right, and an entire chocolate bar, you know, it's going to be much more impactful if you're not stuffing yourself on lots of calories of healthy food. If you're not, actually, you don't have to run fucking 7 miles. You don't have to be like crazy like that. But like, do you have a gym membership? Like, do you do anything at the gym? Like, are you lifting weights at all? Like, are you even trying? Really? It's like, that's the question. Are you even actually trying? No, you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You're doing shit the lazy way. You're like, you want your, no pun intended, you want to have your cake and eat it too. You know what I mean? You're like, how can I lose weight without exercise? How can I lose weight without breaking a sweat, really, is what it is. Which unironically, or ironically, is actually harder, because I don't want to starve myself. Like, I want to eat like normal food, you know what I mean? I want to eat my fucking chocolate bar. That's why I work out, you know, so I can eat that chocolate bar at the end of the day while feeling bad. I like Bamba, you know?
And there's nothing wrong with doing that. And sometimes I honestly feel like I'm in this no man's land. And it's kind of difficult, if I'm being honest. Like, it's difficult to feel like I am the only rational person sometimes. Like, and then you end up getting attacked from both sides. Like, I've been attacked from, obviously you guys have seen the health at every side, but I've also been attacked for not being aggressive enough or not being crazy enough from the other side of the spectrum. And like, for me, I'm just sitting here in the middle like, man, why can't we just all get along and find a way that works for everybody? I understand that I've completely rambled and this is the weirdest video ever, but I really just wanted to share this stuff. And I think, so like, you know, to bring it back to the start of the video, I really think a lot of this stuff stems from people going on these diets that are not sustainable, that are way too much, and they end up falling off. And eventually, it seems like, from what I've seen with health at every size people, it's these people that have tried to lose weight many times, and every time they do it, honestly, in my opinion, in the wrong way, trying too much too soon, and they end up falling off of that diet, whether they lost 10 pounds or 50 pounds, right? They end up gaining it back. So then they truly believe there is no way to lose weight and keep it off. So now their mantle, you know, the molehill they're going to die on is saying that weight loss is impossible, and we need to stop people from trying to lose weight. And I empathize with that place, because I was there for a while. Like, I tried to lose weight a lot of times before I lost my weight, and I really felt like I would say, oh, I don't have a metabolism. Like, I would joke around about it, but I really felt like there was just something wrong with me that made it so I couldn't lose weight. And in reality, I just didn't know what I was doing, and I was doing the wrong things. I was trying too hard, and I know it sounds silly, but I was trying too hard too fast. When in reality, when you're as big as I was, you don't need to do that much to see some results. And that's exactly what happened at the start of my weight loss. Now, again, like I said in the video, it ended up getting a little messed up, and I ended up over restricting and dealing with binge eating. But again, like, is that something that I am ashamed of? No, because it has taught me a lot, and I really do understand when people are going through that. I'm like, yo, I was there, and I struggled with it as well. And so you're not like weird because you're struggling with this. So I really do feel very lucky to have been in all of the positions that I've been in, because it's all brought me to where I am now, and it's brought the channel to where it is now. And I'm really proud of the community that we have. I'm really proud of the people that follow. I love.
All right. Good for him. See, he's like a nice guy. You know what I mean? He's like, seems he has good intentions, which is, or maybe that's just like his brand or something. And like I said in the beginning, I'm like completely fooled by his like boyish charm and like, can't we all just get along? You know what I mean? But no, I think it's genuine. I have no idea, but it seems to me to be genuine. What he said about the health at every size people, essentially, like that's a perfect description of what these people actually are. It's like they tried to lose weight many times. They failed every single time. They've linked up pain and discomfort to that process of trying and failing, and they just don't want to try anymore. So now they've said to themselves essentially, well, if trying and failing means I feel bad, then it must be unhealthy, and now I'm going to like completely rule out the possibility that it's even possible because I tried a few times and failed every time. So now I'm actually healthy, even though I'm like 900 pounds or whatever it is. It's cope. It's an organization of cope. It should be called cope at every size or whatever. I don't know. It's a joke. But you know, like I understand where these people are coming from, right? And to be fair, you have similar organizations in different niches all over the place, right? You look at incels, for example. Incel stands for involuntarily celibate, which is like guys who can't get laid, really. The whole incel thing is like, they have an excuse for everything, right? It's like, well, you know, like for example, let's say you propose a solution to an incel or somebody who identifies as an incel, right? It's like, well, why don't you just fucking get a haircut and go buy some nice clothes and go to the gym? They'll come up with some excuse. Well, actually, no, it's not that. It's blah, blah, blah. Well, what if you like learn game and like learn to talk to girls and like, no, actually it's not that. Well, what if you get a job that like puts you around a lot of women who will naturally be attracted to you and it'll just make things easier? Well, no, like it's not, you know what I mean? It's like people who they've committed to failure, essentially, is what it is. Because I think they've got this identity of somebody who is a failure, really, is what it is. They're called identity level beliefs in, well, I don't know, maybe is it a psychology term? I heard it first in NLP. But identity level beliefs are like very, not very powerful, but very like deeply rooted in our personality. I don't like how that sounds, but basically what it means is that if you have a certain belief that's rooted in your identity, it will affect your behavior more than other things comparatively, right? For example, use myself as an example. I believe that I am a fit person. Actually, what I really believe, I believe that, well, is that an identity level belief? I'm not sure. Anyway, the point is that like, if you have this belief about yourself that I am the type of person who blank, or I'm not the type of person who blank, then you will behave accordingly, right? So let's fill in the blank for me, right? I'm the type of person who must be fit, must be above a certain level of fitness, otherwise I will hate myself in every second that I'm alive. It's pretty intense belief, right? Don't you think that somebody who has a belief like that will be extremely committed to exercising and eating healthy, right? For example, that's an actual belief that I have, really, straight up. Is it like mentally healthy? I don't know. I don't really care, because like I'd rather be physically healthy than mentally healthy, because I believe one follows the other. But you take that and you compare that to a belief. Somebody says, I am the type of person who believes that like it's possible to be healthy at 300 pounds, just as healthy as somebody who's fit. Okay, like why would you work out then if that's the case? You know what I mean? Same thing with the incel stuff, right? It's like, I'm the type of person who can't get laid no matter what, right? That's very, those words are said so casually, but you really need to be careful with the words that you speak, which is why I haven't done videos in a while, but I'd like to think that I try to choose my words carefully, because the words that you speak every time, people will say shit casually about themselves, like, oh, I'm just blah, 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 like, oh, I can't make any money no matter what, or, oh, like, I hate blah, like, whatever, I hate exercising, right? Some people say that so casually, not understanding that the mere act of speaking those words, you're damning yourself to a fate that is, like, terrible. Like, I hate exercising. So not only will you probably do anything in your power to not exercise, that's number one. But number two, when you are actually exercising and participating in that act of quality of life improvement and life extension and like improving your mental state, you're going to tell yourself, I hate exercising. I hate exercising. And it's going to be a negative for you when it really should be positive, in my opinion. Yeah.
Love getting the messages from you guys, and I guess, you know, this video is more than anything just to, I just want to express my gratitude to you guys and say that I just am so thankful for every single one of you. I'm so thankful for the community that we have, and I really do enjoy where the channel has gone, you know, in the past year. So hopefully this video wasn't too boring for you guys to watch. I guess I just kind of needed to get this stuff off of my chest and share this with you guys, because it's been stuff that's been on my mind that I've tried to explain in Instagram, you know, like little Q&A stuff, and I really feel like it's worth a video to put out what's going on in my head so you guys can at least maybe understand a little bit more. But I do want to say, seriously, I appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and I'm very, very thankful for you guys. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. There was one other thing that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, look up my
What a goof. So like watching this, like, you know, homie's super successful, at least on YouTube. I think he's got like almost 1 million subscribers at this point, or 618, whatever. Still pretty good. People just need shit to be complicated, really, is what it is. Like, nobody wants to hear that it's easy, that there's like 3 things you need to do and that's it, right? Nobody wants to hear that. They want to see the video about like all these other fucking things, these other like tips, all these other like ideas. Like, fitness is literally the fucking easiest thing that anybody will ever do in their life, like in terms of like actually improving your life, you know what I mean? I think like making money is hard. It's a lot of work. It takes like all day to fucking make money, you know? Like having a good social life, like you need to talk to a lot of fucking people. You need to like plan things, you need to go to events, to like fucking use all these like little psychological tricks to like get people to like you. Like fitness, like you go to the store and you buy certain foods and you eat them, which you're gonna do anyway. And you go to the gym and you like basic shit, right? You sit on a machine, you grab handles that only move in one direction and you push them or pull them in that direction, you know? And what was the other one? You eat once a day. That's it. Fucking like how much harder does it need to be? And it's an hour a day. An hour of your fucking day, really. That's all you need to do to be like healthy, really. But people don't want to hear that. They want it to be complicated. They want it to be hard. They want it to have fucking 10 steps. They want to buy a fucking $900 course with like 8 hours of video content and fucking sit on YouTube and like look at all these fucking videos about this shit. Most of these are Greg Doucette videos or pickup videos. Anyway, what else was I gonna say? I have he's not really a friend, but I know this guy's like an internet marketer, and he teaches people how to build consulting businesses. And he told me that he offered me, he's like, would you be interested in me coaching you for free if I can use you afterwards as a testimonial? I was like, okay, sure. Yeah, fucking thank you. Like, no problem. What do you want me to do? Like, I'll do it. And he's like, okay. And he gave me it's like a week by week thing, right? So he gave me like the first week or 2 of things I need to do. And now I'm at like, part of it involves creating a video course, right? And I started recording the videos. It's kind of hard now because like I don't have anywhere to record. Although somebody did tell me that there's a library here that I can record in, so I might actually do that. I might go there today and do that. What was I saying? Anyway, I have to record this course, right? And it's like, he told me, he's like, the course should be like between 6 to 8 hours of content. I'm like, okay, yeah, no problem. Like me thinking like, oh, I'm Mr. fucking 9 videos a day on YouTube, right? So I started making the videos and I'm like, fuck man, like how am I supposed to fucking talk about this shit for like 6 hours? Like it's not that hard. It doesn't require 6 hours of content to do this, really. Like eat meat, you know, fucking done. Eat meat, eat once a day, and fucking go to the gym and lift weights. You know what I mean? But I guess like, I don't know, I guess I can like break down, it's just so much work to like break it down even more. Like, you should eat meat because vitamins and fucking, this study showed, like that's what people want to see. I don't want to fucking do that, motherfucker. Just go eat meat. Try it for a week, you know? But you know, people aren't going to pay fucking $1,000 a month for some fucking consultant to tell them go eat meat and fucking work out in the gym. I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. Also, I was on my run yesterday, and I was like, people, they don't care if you lie to them. Really, is what it is. People just want to be entertained. You know, they don't care if you're lying. They don't care if you're full of shit. They don't care if they know that you're full of shit. They just want to be entertained. They want to see the show. You know, like a girl doesn't care if you say something cheesy to her and you play it up, because like she wants the drama. She wants the flair. She wants it to be like told as a story. You can't go up to a girl, for example, and say like, "Hey, I like you. You like me because of X, Y, and Z. Let's go fuck." You know what I mean? Or let's be my girlfriend. You know, she's like, "No, get out of here." But if you like dress it up and you like play it out and you kind of like you dramatize it a little bit, then it's much more appealing, right? Because you've turned it into a story. Same thing with sales. You can't just be like, "Oh, this right here, this is the best sock. Like, give me your credit card." You know, no, you gotta fucking dazzle them. You gotta like use all these like psychological tricks and all this drama and all these like different things to like get them to say yes, basically, because people want to be distracted. They want to be entertained. It's the same thing with fitness, right? It's like, and what's funny is that like I remember this last thing in the video has nothing to do with fitness at all. But I remember when I was selling hair straighteners, like we had this one straightener. It was the most expensive one we had, and I realized, and I bought a lot of them. I bought like a couple hundred because it was amazing, right? We do the first demo, and it was made of titanium, got like 20 degrees Celsius hotter than all the other ones. It was bigger, like you would do the hair much faster. But the problem is that the outside coating was made of rubber. And like whatever fucking retard in like the Chinese factory decided to put a rubber coating on a straightener that gets to like 500 degrees Fahrenheit, because what's gonna happen? The rubber's gonna fucking melt. You know what I mean? And like if it melts and like melted rubber gets in your hair when you're doing your hair, like that's obviously not good. Like everyone's gonna come back for a refund, right? So I realized this like after I bought them. I can't like return these. So I bought these, and I was like, I told my worker, I was like, because he told me, he's like, "Listen, man, like I'm doing this and like the rubber's like melting in this girl's hair." And I was like, "Oh shit, it's pretty bad." After like using it for a day or two, like after doing a bunch of demos, all the rubber would melt off, and we would like take hand sanitizer and like scrub off the rubber so that it would melt off faster, and we could actually do a demo. When the rubber was gone, we would use it and it would actually be pretty good. But I told him, probably shouldn't admit this, but I told him, I was like, "Listen, don't worry about it. Just sell them anyway. If anybody comes back for a refund, we'll give them a refund. Fine. But just like try and sell it anyway, because we got to get rid of this shit." So we sold them, and I would say maybe 1 in like 50 came back for a refund. Because I have a very elaborate demo when it comes to doing straighteners, right? Like this is honed after like years of like doing this job. You know what I mean? It's very good. It's very flashy. It's very stylish. Like I know I'm gonna sell when I go. And what I realized is that these people, they would buy it, they would enjoy the demo, and they would buy it, they would give me the money, but they would never actually use the product. Because if they did, they would come back and they would ask for a refund, wouldn't they? I mean, I guess it's possible that people would like go home and like try and use it and see that like there's like rubber melting in their hair, and maybe they wouldn't want to come back and ask for a refund because they either thought they wouldn't get one from me, or we had like bonded on such a deep level in their mind, or we'd had so much fun together that they would feel bad about doing it. But what I think is that they would go home and like throw the shit in their closet and completely forget about it, because they just wanted to be entertained in order to buy something. They wanted that. In Hebrew we call it chavayat kniya, which is like the experience of buying, I guess, or like a chavaya is like once in a lifetime, kind of is the like once in a lifetime experience, sort of. Not quite as intense as once in a lifetime, but that's kind of what it is. That's really what they wanted. They just wanted that, and I think with fitness, I think it's the same. People just want, or anything really. People just want to have that, like they want to have their like emotional buttons pressed and then spend money on something and never actually follow through on the actual plan, which is, I don't know, I think it's kind of dumb, because isn't that the whole point of you spending the money, is to get this solution, not to just like relieve the anxiety of like FOMO of not buying it? I don't know, whatever, too deep for 9:15 a.m. Anyway, what do you think about, what was this video about? Crash dieting, I guess. I don't know. You guys, you all know how to fucking lose weight. Do you not? Like, do any of you, here's my question to you. Do any of you actually think, nobody's gonna answer this question. Do any of you actually think that like losing weight comes down to like starving yourself and like not working out and eating fucking 700 calories a day? Like, do any of you actually think that? Are you retarded? Like, you tried it like 9 times, didn't work. You binged on fucking checks, and now you're gonna try it. Like, is that actually what you think works? I don't know, whatever. Anyway, leave me a comment. Let me know. If you have other videos you want to take a look at, let me know. Peace.